Welcome to Three Geeks podcast number 93. We got a little bit of some more small crew. You got myself, Philip, you got Dan, and you got Mike from McGTV joining us tonight again. As he usually does. I think you weren't able to make it last week, but you're back.
No, because Game of Thrones started up, so I had to dedicate my whole day to getting my liver ready. So.
And how did that work for you?
Actually, it was fine because it wasn't as bloody or as sexually charged an episode, so I didn't have to drink as much.
Nice.
It could be the opposite. It was not
tonight,
bloody or
it's not.
Tonight, there's probably going to be like
charged.
6 deaths and 6 sex scenes and an orgy to cap it all off, I'm sure.
So if everyone out that's listening to this one live, just say a little prayer for Mike's liver. Oh gosh. All right. So next week, Jason wanted me to remind everyone that we're going to do, well, I won't be here, but everyone else will, Columbus Comic-Con preview, since we'll be at the con the following week. So we're going to kind of go into what's going on, what our plans are, and we'll give the kind of the rundown, as well as what, if you're in town and local, that you can kind of check us out there, because we'll be there Saturday. I don't remember if it was noon, around noon, 12:45. I don't remember exactly the time. We'll be doing our live podcast on Saturday, and then on Sunday, I believe we're doing another panel, which is, was that Remake Revolution?
I believe so, yeah, like live Remake Revolution.
Sweet. So then you'll be able to check out us Saturday and Sunday. All right. And then on now to Kids Against Maturity. So, do you have kids? Are you sick of playing the same old games at family game night? We now have something that fills this gap. Kids Against Maturity, a wonderfully fun card game that blends humor with wit for all ages. Picture a centerpiece game between Apples to Apples and Cards Against Humanity. So poopy fart jokes for the kids and dads, and then Shrek-like innuendos for mom to chuckle at, because we know mom's got that deeper level of humor than us children and men. Put down the iPad and get into reality again. $19.99 with mention of this ad at VGMX or kidsagainstmaturity.com. Guaranteed laughs or your money back. So check out Kids Against Maturity. All right, and then as well, for all your audiobook needs, I don't really have the wonderful spiel of the burning down library that's actually caught, all the books, like the books behind me. I don't know if you all can see them too well. There's a little bit. But in theory, according to Max's most recent ad, this would cause a fire hazard in my house and cause me to burn down. So that's why you have to go to audibletrial.com 3geeks. So you can just be audio only.
Are you the Wicker Man? Like you burn down? Some little man inside of you is like, oh, God, help me. as Phil burns because he has books.
Little mini Nicolas Cage swollen in the face from the bee stings.
No, not Nicolas Cage. The real Wicker Man movie.
Oh, okay.
The one not made for kids. Come on.
That one.
I don't know if that one was made for kids. I don't know who that one was made for.
That's the question.
It was made for me to laugh at like 2 in the morning. I'll tell you that.
That was made for Nicolas Cage to get paid.
Yes, straight up. No, nothing else but that.
Does Nicolas Cage read anything on Audible.com?
That's a good question.
That'd be interesting. Ghost Rider, maybe. If Ghost Rider's on there. He loves his Ghost Rider.
Come on, there's no novelizations of Ghost Rider.
All right,
those movies are worth novelizations.
Now I have 2 things to look up. Thanks, guys. Jeez.
There's a Ghost Rider novelization and a Nicolas Cage read. God, I'm trying to think, like, what could Nicolas Cage read?
That didn't come out right, sir.
Yeah, well.
Can Nicolas Cage read?
Can he read? Well, Jason always brings up It, so let's say Nicolas Cage reads It or something like that. We all float down here. And you will too.
Well,
you will too.
Exactly. When he gets serious, it'd be entertaining. You probably lose your eardrums if you're listening on the headphones, though.
He starts yelling for no reason.
Exactly. All of a sudden.
Yes, he does.
What's he read?
Davy Crockett by James Kunstler, narrated by Nicolas Cage.
I trek through the wilderness with my raccoon skin cap.
That seems to be the only one. Holy crap! I might have to buy that.
That's still good enough. Oh my god.
Remember that Alamo.
Oh, it's only 21 minutes though.
Like I'll bring up my previous question: can Nicolas Cage read?
Okay, now is there a novelization of Ghost Rider?
It'll not be about the movie. It'll be about the song or something like that. Which I'll take that. But while he's looking that up, what is our deal with Audible that they have yet to pull us off of?
Basically, if you subscribe for 1 month, we get a portion of the. Well, actually, no. If you subscribe for beyond the first month free, we get a portion of the proceeds, and that helps us deliver this wonderful content to you, our wonderful viewer.
And it's audibletrial.com/3geeks.
/3geeks. Yep.
/3geeks. That's important. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I think if you just do Audible Trial, if you just go to Google Audible Trial 3 Geeks, let me confirm that. I'm pretty sure that works. I think I've done that before.
Cool. Cool.
And then as well, if you are listening on our podcast, or if you are just watching on YouTube, please like or subscribe so that way we kind of know. And if there's anything you want to hear, if you want to join us live, feel free. You can join us live every Sunday, usually around 7. And then I would say unorthodox, but that's we like to stay with the unorthodox theme and keep our time unorthodox. What can I say? So I take that back. Audible Trial and 3 Geeks does not turn up the link. So just remember audibletrial.com/3 Geeks.
There you go.
Should probably give them a link.
We have a link in the description below, actually.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, that's the way the YouTubes work, Dan.
Dan just stars in it.
Yeah. I don't know how this works. Stars. I'm just like a side guy that just shows up.
Your sideshow Dan.
Yeah. I liked it better when I was Delicious Dan last week. That was.
You got the slide whistle.
Oh, Jesus.
You got the slide whistle ready.
Yeah. All right.
Delicious sideshow Dan.
Hey, that kind of works. All right. There is no Ghost Rider novelization. However, when you put Ghost Rider into the Kindle, it brings you comic books, which is probably better for you than anything else. So just go buy some of the comic books on the Kindle. Maybe you can get Nicolas Cage to narrate them for you.
He describes the comic book to you. All right. Page 3, panel 1. We got a great shot of well, it's not even Johnny Blaze, it's Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, driving his car off a platform or something. Ooh. I can't tell. The artwork's not that great.
You could have it like narrated by Cage and Samuel L. Jackson. See?
Oh, I was like, wait a minute.
And they could like fight over stuff.
All right, this next one's a splash page, and I think the thought bubble is linking to go. Bitch, it is not linking to Ghost Rider. First, I was getting ready to do Sam Elliott because they were both in the movie.
Yeah, well, that
you ruined my build up for Sam Elliott.
Ah, damn it! You got to bring up the Big Lebowski at some point, and then you can do the Sam Elliott.
Now, this one was written by
some guy.
The print is so small, and I'm so old now. I can't even read this.
Where's my reading glasses?
I'm talking about the dude here.
Oh gosh. All right. Enjoy. See, that actually works, Dan, because you are Delicious Sideshow Dan. You just brought us off on this lovely tangent.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
I love Tangent City.
Yeah.
It's my favorite city.
That's why I said about us doing this, because it's just going to be tangents the whole time. We're like the least responsible of the whole cast to keep us on track. As our listeners will find out, it's because you and I have nothing to say about anything that happened this weekend. The biggest weekend in geekdom. I was just like, Death Note, hell yeah, and that was about it. So
Nice. So speaking of what they're talking about, the San Diego Comic-Con happened. It's still happening technically, I think. I don't think it ends until this evening sometime. But so obviously, big news. Where do you want to go first? So I guess we can start off with the least interesting, Kingsman. Kingsman dropped another trailer. Apparently, did you all keep up with Kingsman? Did you all see the last one?
Oh yeah, I like the first movie a lot.
So I believe the main character who died. Spoiler, sorry for anyone who didn't
Colin
watch
Firth's character. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Harry.
Yeah,
he died. He's not dead anymore.
meh.
I kind of figured they'd bring him back. He was one of the best parts of the movie. So
Yeah, I didn't mind Joel Edgerton. He didn't bother me that much.
Maybe
Taron Egerton.
Oh, Taron.
Joel Edgerton's off. I think he plays the orc in that Will
Right.
Smith movie.
Yes, you're right.
I knew that much.
It's funny because they like plastered that dude with so much stuff on his face, and he
can't
just
tell.
kind of he kind of looks like remember the dad from Psych?
I never watched Psych.
I didn't either, so you need Jason here.
Damn it! It's just falling flat because there's no Jason now.
No, I like
ahead.
Taron Egerton. He played the young guy, Eggsy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he played Eggsy. Yeah, and so they're going to be going to America in this one, and they're going to meet their fellow counterparts, the Statesmen. That's who Channing Tatum plays, by the way. When I saw the first trailer, I thought he was a bad guy.
Well, with these movies, you never know who's going to double cross. So
that is true. You are right. They actually
there was a double.
Kind of keep it.
There was a double cross in the last movie I didn't see coming, and I'm like, oh, pleasantly surprised.
Well, yes. Well, it was also, when Samuel L. Jackson put a gun to Colin Firth's head, and you think you were gonna live, didn't you? Boom! I'm like, okay, this is a different kind of movie.
It's got a lot of cool action though, so as long as the sequel has that same degree of action, I'm all for it.
Yeah, same here. Dan?
I agree. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, cool, fun action and weird, odd humor. I like that.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I did see they did the crossover with Archer clip.
No, I didn't actually get a chance to see that.
Yeah, I don't know if it was related to San Diego Comic-Con or not, but I did see like this. It's like a short, like a 2.5-minute short of Eggsy running through the streets to get back to the Kingsman's like HQ or whatever, and Archer's in there drinking, of course, and they have a little tete-a-tete and things like that. So I'm like, yeah, I'd love to see a full couple of episodes dedicated to just that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Let's see. See, like the one trailer that they keep trying to push down my throat that I just don't get, and I don't know that I want to like it just because it's got the guy who basically had his balls cut off from Game of Thrones and Humans. But he was a good actor in that show.
It's my sympathy watch there because
yeah.
Oh no, he didn't get it. He didn't get his balls cut off. He cut off the balls, or he cut off the dick.
Oh, that's right. He was the one. Oh, never mind then.
He's the Flayer. Yeah,
he's the Flayer. Woo.
Yeah.
Then he can.
So now you don't have to. Well. You don't have to feel obligated to watch it now.
No, I don't. Not anymore.
He's a prick.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, because other than that, I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't know if you all have seen the previous trailers, but they showed more this time. But her hair that's supposed to be moving, I guess her name's Medusa, looks terrible in CG right now.
It actually moved?
Yes, it moved in the latest trailer.
Okay.
And then they had Lockjaw, which I'm sure you saw.
That's the one thing from the first trailer I ever saw of this that I'm like, okay, that looks all right. It doesn't look bad. It's CGI, but it doesn't look bad. No. Well, Lockjaw didn't look bad, but her hair moving looked terrible. It's the same problems that S.H.I.E.L.D. had in like the early seasons, and I would have hoped Inhumans would have got that fixed, but it doesn't look like it. And I don't know. I don't see anything interesting. Did they show off any of the other Inhumans aside from, because I know the first trailer I saw before they went to convention, it was very Black Bolt and Maximus heavy. Did they show off like Gorgon or Karnak or Triton, the fish guy? Did they show off?
I don't remember a fish guy. I'm trying to remember.
He's like, I can't remember if he's like full on fish, but like green with scales and stuff like that.
I can't say I don't remember that.
Okay.
I do remember that they showed like Medusa was the biggest thing earlier. They kind of showed more of. They might have given you a fleeting glimpse of. So what's Gorgon look like? So I'm not that familiar with the Inhumans.
He's a dude with hooves.
No, I would have remembered that.
His whole thing is like he has hooves and they cause like tremors and shit. I think I can't remember exactly what his power is, but I just remember him as the dude with hooves.
Nice.
And Karnak, he's just a master with his hand. Like he's like Iron Fist except in both hands.
He might have been there. Because there was a couple other people that were around them in their court, so I assumed they were the Inhumans, but like they didn't really give much speaking roles. It was mostly Black Bolt, Medusa actually showing off her powers with apparently her hair, which looked terrible. Lockjaw, which actually Lockjaw looks cool, and then Black Bolt looks reasonably interesting, and then the guy who had it backwards, the guy who did the ball cutting. He actually seems decent, but he can be an actor. So we'll see. But like, I don't know. I don't know if I wouldn't go to IMAX to watch this. There doesn't seem any reason to. I don't know why they invested so heavily in that.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird deal of like, hey, to go see this show that's going to be on your provider for free in a couple of weeks.
Exactly.
But see it in IMAX so you can really see the shitty television budget at work. Except for that CGI dog, which you're all going to love.
Exactly. They're like, we're going to make Lockjaw look amazing. But what about everyone else? Fuck it. We'll figure it out.
Dude, just give Lockjaw his own show. Like, I'd watch that show about this teleporting dog with a tuning fork on his head.
Oh, my God. It would be entertaining, that's for sure. I mean...
Like, yeah, I still need to see that Netflix movie that's on Ockjaw. Like, that's just a couple of syllables off from Lockjaw, so it's like...
So, that's a sad movie. I'll just let you know that now.
Oh, cool. I can't wait.
Those trailers make you think the wrong thing. You get into it, and yeah, my wife was upset with me for making me watch
rabbit thing, and I'm like, this is interesting looking. I'm going to see it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's basically... basically, if you breed it, I would say a hippopotamus and a pig. And it's mostly a pig.
But imagine that creature and Lockjaw. Ockjaw and Lockjaw team up.
There you go.
That'd be a great series.
It'd definitely be entertaining, that's for sure. And then speaking of network television, Gifted, which is, as we said, I think, I don't know, it was a month ago or 2 months ago, basically the ripoff of Heroes, but done with X-Men. Or I guess maybe what Heroes was trying to rip off.
Heroes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jason, but yeah, Heroes, total X-Men ripoff.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, well, actually, if I put that correctly, yeah, Heroes was ripping off X-Men. So this is X-Men with Bryan Singer directing the pilot. So odds are the first episode might be okay. Who knows after that?
Depends on the Bryan Singer you get.
That's true as well, unfortunately. Oh, so we'll see. We'll see. I have more hopes. That's probably of all the things I saw on network television for trailers. Like Star Trek Discovery, I had no interest in. Like they tried to make it something that it should not have been. I thought they were going to go hard sci-fi, and they decided, you know what, we're going to dabble a little bit in that hard sci-fi, and we're going to run over here to action. And I'm like, that's a mistake.
Was it a full trailer?
Yes. Go ahead.
Was it a full like 2-3 minute trailer?
Yep, full 2-3 minute trailer.
So you got
the Black Captain.
But I actually want to see that trailer, though. I mean, the last two trailers that you were talking about, like, I just said, oh, God, this shit again. And then I fast-forwarded. So, I saw the beginning of the one, what the hell is it called again? The first one?
Inhumans?
Yeah, there you go. There was the big staircase, and the dude's like, my brethren, we must go take over Earth. And I'm like, nope. Because I thought it was the same trailer that I had already seen, and I didn't want to see that shit again. And then apparently I just skipped the next one, which was the next one you were talking about.
Oh.
and I got straight to Death Note, so I don't know.
Yeah, so go ahead, Mike. I'll let you go.
Oh, from the 30 seconds I've seen of Star Trek Discovery in like pre-roll stuff in the movie theaters, it seems really dark for a Star Trek show, I guess.
It is very.
I'm like, it looks really bleak.
Yep.
There's no sense of like the title Discovery going on or whatever.
No, so like literally in the trailer, you'll just see her, the black captain. I don't remember her name. I thought it was going to be a different person, but and she's narrating the story, and it's basically talking about like all you really need is a dystopian vision at this point. The way she's narrating the story, because like she's like, you know, when you think you're lost, suddenly you're found. Like, I mean, they're going to these like deep, profound theories of like, I'm like, that's not Star Trek either. And I forgot about the darkness of it because I was too busy with what's that action? Oh, there's some hard sci-fi, and then there's the bleakness in between. And like they're supposedly Discovery is supposedly about them discovering a new way to travel. Which when does this take place? I thought this was like post Star Trek. The recent one. Like they already have, so it's pre.
Yeah. Didn't they do a whole series about this already? That sucked too?
But see, everybody tried to cut that out of their mind because it sucked.
So they're gonna try it again and not change anything.
Well, I mean, with the new movies out, are you really surprised that they went more towards action than hard sci-fi? I mean, that's what those are.
Well, that was the whole reason why they were putting it. Like to me, if you're gonna actually go that way, then put it on actual CBS. Why put it on CBS All Access? That's not going to get people to subscribe to it.
Yeah, no one's going to buy a subscription to that primarily for that. You got to have something a little bit more appealing, probably.
Well, I mean, if you go hard sci-fi, right, you'll get the geeks and the nerds that really want to see that, and they'll subscribe to it. They're the more dedicated fan base. But now you've lost them. You're now trying to cater to the people who like the action movies, which the majority of those people aren't going to go get it. Go ahead.
So this is going to be on, like, some stupid subscription thing and not on TV?
Yeah,
correct, sir.
Not on TV.
Why the hell would you do that?
Because originally, well, no, it's exactly why I said, Dan. It's because originally it was going to be extremely hard sci-fi when they first pitched it. And it made sense because hard sci-fi dies on network television. Dies horribly.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
So I understood it for that reason. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. They're going to show an episode or two in the summer, get us hooked. And then it's going to, you know, you have to subscribe. Okay, I get it. But now, the way their method's going, I'm like, and they're releasing it in September. I'm like, what are you doing? I was like, you're competing against yourself already. And now you're going to hope people are going to subscribe?
What they need to do is they need to release it in IMAX for a limited time.
Yeah. If you can really see the bad CGI that you will be paying for
extra
CBS Access.
Pay $20 for a Fathom event, and then an extra $29.99 or so a month for the same experience on your laptop.
Exactly.
I mean, I already go and see all the Rift Tracks things when they have their Fathom events. I don't need to see fucking TV.
Dude, I just go to if you got Amazon Prime, all the Rift Track stuff is right there already.
No, they're not.
It's like, yeah. Oh, some of the live ones
some of them, but not all of them.
Well,
and I'd rather go see them live because those are like from like 2 years ago.
I'm not missing out on seeing Rift Tracks live Sharknado because I'm just like, what's the point? The movie's doing its own jokes on itself.
Yeah, but
it's like there's no point in riffing that movie. Anyways, Tangent City, fun place to visit, but let's.
Well, no, because you were arguing that I should watch those on Prime and then have money to go see your CBS and your weird things when they're in IMAX. So, not exactly a tangent, sir, but this is.
Well, yeah.
No, you're just clarifying.
At least on Amazon Prime, there's more options than your hardcore action Star Trek show.
And old CBS shows.
Yeah, an old CBS. Like, God, I'm trying to think of an old CBS show right now.
Well, CSI.
Jag.
That's not
Cheers.
Oh, come on, guys! You gotta go older than that.
Okay, I can't.
Like, there's got to be something.
I'm trying to remember who was on CBS back in.
Like, how far back do you want to go? Like,
I don't know.
MacGyver?
Do they have the Star Wars holiday special on? Because I know that aired on CBS. I'll subscribe just to see that again.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what else they have on there. They have a lot,
All right.
but it was mostly old crap. And most of it was syndicated on so many other avenues that at this point, you'd be subscribing just because you really love that content, which most of it was sitcoms.
I'm curious because the original series, Star Trek, the original series, that was CBS, correct?
Yes,
that's
on
included on All Access? Mm-hmm. But is it also on? It's on other platforms too, right? Was TOS? I don't know if it still is. Is it still? Is it still?
Oh,
I know it used to be on Netflix, along with all the other Trek shows that are there.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm kind of wondering, like, you know, what kind of deals these people make? Because you got your All Access thing, but then it's like, we got these other shows running around on Netflix or.
Yeah, most of these are on Netflix from like the older CBS shows. You got MASH, you got Newhart, you got Magnum PI.
My God, yeah, what are you paying for?
yeah, really. Airwolf, come on.
Okay, Airwolf, maybe.
I would just get the theme song and I'm good.
Dude, Murder She Wrote. I might throw out for some Murder She Wrote. Honestly, I remember
watching Murder She Wrote on other platforms though.
Yeah. It should be.
Okay, never mind.
It used to be.
I know what I'm doing after Game of Thrones tonight. I'm gonna hunt down some Murder She Wrote.
Actually, the next one on the list is T.J. Hooker, dude.
Oh shit, yeah.
Murder She Wrote's currently on Netflix.
Okay.
A couple episodes of T.J. Hooker and Impulse, and you got yourself a night.
Oh gosh, that's awesome.
So yeah, Star Trek Discovery.
TJ Hooker's on Hulu, by the way.
Oh hey.
Oh. CBS, you are losing ground here.
Screw you, CBS Access.
Maybe that's what we should do when it launches that day. We should just start a channel and just go, all right, why are you watching CBS All Access? So the questions will tell you where to go.
We should just do a live stream. We should just do a live stream of all of us watching a different CBS show on another platform when Star Trek Discovery gets released.
Yeah, I love that Murder She Wrote on Netflix.
Oh god. Yeah, I don't know.
It's gonna be shit like Puma Man and stuff that you like you watched when you were like 3 and then completely forgot about.
Auto Man. There we go. That's the one.
No, Animan.
Animan. That's what it is.
Or no, Manimal.
Manimal, yeah. That's, no.
I just screwed that up.
Wait a minute. Animan, Manimal?
No. Manimal. There you go.
Oh my. Oh yeah, so apparently they will have all these Star Treks, by the way. And the animated series.
Yeah, which was on
Netflix.
It was. Yeah. I think it still is. Oh yeah. Speaking of Netflix and another tangent, you know what else they have? The Real Ghostbusters is on Netflix.
Yeah, that was on CBS too.
Yep.
I was binging that the other night. I was like, hey, Ghostbusters cartoon.
We're just CBS, you gotta tighten your ship up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they need to they need an exclusive reason why people should watch it.
Yeah.
Like at least the UPN one's free, right? Or not?
You're talking about CW?
CW, there you go.
Yeah, CW.
All right.
UPN.
UPN hasn't been around for a little while.
Yeah, whatever.
Get the archived Dilbert episodes.
That was on Netflix for a while. I actually rewatched those.
Well, no, like we're talking about this all. We're like skewering their all access thing because there's aside from this show, there's really nothing more as an incentive. Like DC,
a good fight.
DC when they do their all access thing, at least there'll be stuff related to comics that you could probably purchase there, as well as Young Justice, whatever season that's whatever that's going to be, because that's going to be all access exclusive.
No.
But,
really?
But DC has other stuff going on for it, so it's like DC All Access for other stuff other than that show.
I mean, as long as it's not just like Suicide Squad and Batman v Superman.
No, it's actually like with DC All Access, you get all the movies.
Okay.
All the animated movies.
That's cool.
I don't know about the full length feature films, but at least the good part that most
you don't
people
want
enjoy.
those anyway. You just want the animated stuff.
But you get all the animated for sure. I saw that before. Because before I think they were aiming more at the comic crowd with that, because I think you actually got access to certain comics as well.
Huh.
I don't know if it was the full, like, I don't think it was new ones, because obviously they need to find some way to recoup money and get people to buy it. But I think it was more like a selection that they rotate.
But at least that's got the excuse of like, those have a limited release as opposed to being on Hulu and Amazon and Netflix all over the place. Whereas CBS All Access, it's got this one show that will be exclusive, and then all this other stuff you can pick up elselsewhere. Oh, what was the second one?
The Good Fight, the spinoff of The Good Wife. And not that we care. I'm just saying, if we're gonna bash them correctly.
Well, hold on. What are they charging for this?
It was more than Netflix.
What?
Yeah, it was like
that's going to be a tough, because Netflix is already the sweet deal.
Yeah, that's complete ass for 2 shows and a bunch of shit that you can go find on Netflix for cheaper. I mean, is it cheaper than both Netflix and Hulu? Because then they're really screwed. I mean, when you add in T.J. Hooker, you know, it just.
Supposedly, okay, they're going to have a commercial solution that's cheaper than Netflix. $6 a month.
Yeah, because that's what I want.
Okay.
I want to pay for something and then get commercials with it.
How much is a current Netflix subscription? I don't even know.
I don't know. I just paid mine today.
Isn't that sad?
Hold on.
It's like $10 a month, but at the same time, no commercials and.
Yeah, $8.
$8. Okay, so
for one screen. I think $10 is to get HD.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah,
but
$10
at the same time, access to everything.
Mine is $10.74 after tax. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's to get HD. So
you don't have commercial rollovers or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that.
So then it is technically the same price as the HD package. It's $9.99 a month with no commercials.
But again, all those shows are already there.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
There's not really much. You're paying $9.99 for Star Trek, Discovery, and The Good Fight.
That ain't worth it.
It's like, would you rather watch, those ones, or would you rather watch House of Cards and, Defenders?
Stranger Things.
Oh, we'll get to Stranger Things.
and
eventually.
And four episodes of Castlevania. You see?
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot.
They're coming back, Dan. They're coming back fast.
I know. I just really liked it, and it makes me sad. That's all. We covered this in Animaniacs too. It's just
poor Dan.
Just, hey, you really like Constantine? Here's 8 episodes. Bye.
Nice. You need Constantine needs to go either on Sci-Fi or maybe even Netflix or on Amazon.
Well, they were doing those little like little
animated shorts, right?
Yeah. I
think those are they're on the CW now.
DC, jump on that. They're sweeten your all access pod. Put Constantine there.
Yeah, or just make new Constantine and make him badass.
Well, if they're on an all access thing, they can really cut loose. They don't have to be limited by network standards there. So
bring back Vertigo.
Yeah.
Chopping babies in half.
Did either of you see the Westworld teaser? I wouldn't even call it a trailer.
Oh no, I might though.
It's worth it. Like, you don't really see anything other than them being ruthless. And at the very, very beginning, the only potential hint to the next season is you see a tiger in the middle of the desert.
Huh.
Is that like a replicant question? You see a tiger in the desert.
Do you
a dead tiger. A dead tiger.
It's on its back. How do you feel about that? What?
Don't ask me about my mother.
What about you? Want to know about my mother? That's a deep Blade Runner cut for all of you nerds out there.
Oh Jesus! Oh God!
which fits it well because
It does.
robots. Yeah,
Yep.
so I'm not wrong.
You're not at all. Oh, yeah.
So it was more of a concept teaser than actual.
So apparently the people, I watched the person who went to the panel, and they're like, if they hadn't shown the teaser at the end, everyone would have left pissed because they said nothing. They just talked about the last season, and that's it.
So much fun. Everyone was so naked.
And then, like, I think that someone in the audience asked a question from one of the characters that died last season. Oh, so does that mean you're on this season since you're here? No, I'm just here to hang out.
Yes. Nice.
Was that Anthony Hopkins? Like verbatim?
That was one
just
person.
here
There
to
was a
hang
couple
out.
other people.
Verbatim.
And even, like, I guess not.
Anthony Hopkins like, no, I'm just killing time until the Thor panel.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
I was following my friends and ended up here.
Oh, God. But yeah, so that's the only thing that I'm like, cool. If Max were here, I think he would get even more excited because that to me hints that the world's emerging. I'm hoping.
Tiger? Yeah, I'd say so.
Otherwise, the robots have been let loose, and tigers will be killing people.
Samurai world, man. I'm waiting for that samurai world still.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. I think that's where they're gonna go, but they refuse to say anything at all. They're like, "Yep, we're making a new season."
That's how I like it, honestly.
Yeah, so that's the way I guess. Well, I think Nolan's like that too. But that's Nolan's. Is it brother? I can't remember.
Jonathan Nolan, yeah.
Yeah,
he's a showrunner, and his
he's
wife,
the showrunner.
Lisa Joy, his partner.
Okay. Yep. And so he's the one, and he's the one that refused to say anything. Like, if somebody asked a question that he knew the actors weren't allowed to answer, he would step in.
Nice.
It's that thing now at conventions where if you are watching the panels live, or if you are actually at the panel, where it's like, don't ask about what they got in store for us because they're gonna play coy with you. It's like that's the go-to these days. It's like they're not gonna say anything.
Well, it's kind of complete ass to do it too, because what do you expect them to do? Like ruin the whole thing? You know, it's like, oh yeah, well this guy dies in the 5th episode, and then
it's like,
and then the giant slugs come in, and you know.
I'm actually waiting for someone to actually just play that card on the entire audience, and then everyone just expects that to happen, and then it's just not true.
So this person's really gay, actually. Is actually gay. So. Keep that in mind going into the show.
Yeah.
Homosexual, 100%. And then nothing's ever elaborated on. They're like, he lied to us.
He's like Tyrion in Game of Thrones. You know, you think there's always some kind of opposite of why he's sleeping with everybody, but no.
Nope. That's just him.
That's awesome.
I might have to check that out. If it has nothing to do with the actual show that's being filmed, it's just more of a concept, I might check that out.
No, yeah. It's pretty much literally all the scenes you see were the things that happened at the end of the last episode. Because literally you see, and it's kind of crazy, you see Dolores just losing her mind. Like just shooting people dead. And all of them, pretty much. Everyone is just shooting people. That's pretty much mostly what the trailer is. Humans, dead humans. Everywhere, dead humans.
Nice.
Yay.
Another feel-good hit from HBO there.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm watching, I'm like, wow. I think this is going to be a really, really dark season if that's where they're going.
Between that, the Night of, and the Leftovers, man, you don't need your Zoloft anymore.
Feeling manic today? No, you don't.
All right, and to cap off TV, Stranger Things season 2. Super excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I'm stoked. And so, Mike, I'll let you go.
This was the one San Diego
Exactly.
Comic-Con trailer I let myself watch because when I was uploading stuff yesterday to my YouTube, all the stuff was coming in, bit by bit. There's like you said, you mentioned Death Note, and a bunch of trailers, and I'm like, I'm not going to click on it because people tend to give away a lot these days when it comes to especially movie trailers. But I knew Stranger Things. I was like, they're not going to give away the whole show. I have an idea of what might continue on in the season. but they didn't confirm anything, of course. It's all just kind of left up in the air. You had a feeling like something's going to happen with Will and his connection to the Upside Down. You knew something was going to happen with regards to the characters and their dynamic. You knew something was going to happen with regards to what happened to 11. So I think it did its job really well, and I love the inclusion of Vincent Price and Thriller.
Oh, yes. That was so awesome.
Which makes sense because it's supposed to be 1984.
Yeah, it is. It's 1984.
Is it a year later or a couple of months after the events?
I don't know when Stranger Things happened. I think it has to be at least a little while.
Season 1, I think, was 83. Yeah. And so
I think it's probably close to a year because it's well, I don't know if it's Halloween. They didn't really confirm the exact timeline.
And they're all dressed up as Ghostbusters, so yeah, it's 84.
Well, and they also played Dragon Lair.
Yeah. Love me.
Dragon's Lair is really cool. And I like that in every few glimpses, I notice Steve might just reset to being a dick again. A split second of him dancing with shades. I'm just like, oh, he's a dick again, isn't he? That's about all I took away from it, but cool. I hope Barb isn't dead. That's all I got.
Basically, a year later. Oh.
Yeah. It's been
I watched the whole thing, and so I won't tell you. I know the answer to that question.
She's just been like eating the weird doorway stuff the whole time.
It's like what was it called? Fruit Loops, or not Fruit Loops, but bubble tape.
Oh yeah. There you
go. Yeah, so that looks it looks awesome, and you're right. They didn't really give anything away at all in that trailer. They just led more intrigue and a desire to watch it.
Nice. Yep, that's the only one I watched because I'm just like I got to give it up for Stranger Things. I love that show so much. Check out my latest commentary with Mark Espinoza over at McGTV.
There you go. And Dan?
Yeah, this trailer was not on my sizzle reel. So damn you, YouTube. But yeah, I'll be watching it anyway, so I don't really give a shit.
Oh yeah,
I've seen the first season like 3 times now, so yeah, I would like to watch season 2.
Nice, same here.
As soon as it shows up.
Yeah, October 27th, I believe. Oh yeah, come on, man! They got to cash in on that Halloween theme. I mean,
yeah, fair enough. Oh. Yeah, okay.
What's up?
No, just we're waiting for the new movies things to come on. I'm just being patient until we get to.
You can go with the movies. We're done with television. So if you want to bring up your movie, if you're excited.
Until we get to talk about Saw number 258 now,
AKA known as Jigsaw.
Yeah. I'll watch it. It's probably going to be lame, but I'll watch it anyway because I watched every other one. What's that?
Did you see the trailer?
Yeah, I mean, it's just lots of people screaming and getting jerked around and stuff. And some guy had some needles, and the little weird guy comes, and there's a big face, and there's Jigsaw going, and then people get jerked around some more. I mean, that's the whole trailer.
Did they say it's a Jigsaw prequel or something like that?
No, it's supposed to be like a copycat killer.
Yeah, it's a sequel because he's dead.
Because they
finally
screwed
died
up
of
so
cancer.
badly on the other Saw movies, and they have to bring him back to get audience interest again.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Yeah, I have no interest in seeing it.
I mean, stopped. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
Oh no, I was just saying I stopped watching them after 2. The pit full of needles. I'm like, okay, I'm done.
I love that. That didn't bother me.
Oh yeah, it's effective, and I was just like, I think I'm done. I don't want to see where they go from here.
I mean, you didn't make it to the shotgun carousel.
Nope.
It's like these movies in the Paranormal Activity movies. Like I know they're not going to be good, but whenever they show up on like Netflix, I'm like, oh, I gotta watch that.
I genuinely like the first Saw, and it's just because Carrie Elwes is fucking hysterical in that movie. To me. Well,
the first Saw had a lot of things going for it. I mean, it had him, it had oh god, Lethal Weapon dude,
Danny Glover.
Yeah, like he has a really cool performance in there where he's just like freaking crazy. He's like, look, he did this to my neck, I'll get him. And it was actually pretty cool. And then, you know, every year they had to make another sequel, and it kept having to get like worse and worse. And they call it gore porn. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. Go back to the 70s, people. Watch that shit. But I mean, it's just not good. but yet I find it highly amusing in parts. So I just keep watching them.
It's like Hannibal funny. Like Hannibal the movie funny. Yeah.
No, I like Hannibal the movie, actually. I really like that movie.
What about Hannibal Rising?
Hannibal Rising.
Hannibal Rising, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was
hilarious.
Hannibal, I thought was actually cool because of you know, the guy that plays Zorg in The Fifth Element. I don't know these people's names. I don't know why I'm on this podcast.
Gary Oldman with no face. Yeah.
Yeah. He
had his face off.
It's like,
Oh god.
How do you talk? He's like,
went to Fifth
yes,
Element.
I would.
Dr. Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah. Like, why don't you peel off your face and give it to the dog? That's so fucking nasty. I just love that. The whole thing with him and when he wants his drink, he's like
Ray Liotta just sitting at the dinner table with his skull.
Yeah. Something smells good.
Making a small Asian child eat some brains on a plane.
I'm not saying that it's a great movie, but it's like one of my go-tos. Like when I'm bored, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll throw Hannibal in, you know?
Mm-hmm.
At least I'm not bored.
Nice. Oh man, yeah. I have no interest in that movie, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just gonna follow that up. I thought I could go somewhere with it. No.
Nah.
I'm right there with you, Mike.
I don't know. Yeah, all these series that are getting long in the tooth, you definitely feel it. Between Saw, I just saw The Last Night from Transformers. I'm like, this series needs to die.
Wow.
I saw it for free. To be fair. So don't worry, I'm not part of the problem.
Fair enough, I guess. No,
but I'm just like, where else can you go with this? I think we've said all we need to say.
Come on, man. That horse isn't all the way down through the core. They haven't gotten there yet.
Stopping on it for a while, and yeah, no. When it disappears, it'll be good.
Oh god, man. Yeah, I don't know. Oh god. All right, something more fun. All right, how about Justice League, the new trailer? I know you were on a
Audible.
More fun.
Audible the Justice League trailer for me, Phil. I'm curious.
That's awesome. All right. So basically, you end up with. So I really need somebody. I was hoping Max is going to be here since he has a little bit more comic book lore. Because why in the world is so? Where is it's not? Is it Athena? No. Where is Wonder Woman from? I can't remember.
Themyscira.
Themyscira.
Yeah.
Why is there a mother box in Themyscira?
There is.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's convenient as shit.
that got retrofitted not too long ago.
Oh, okay.
That was part of the Pandora's box thing too, I thought.
Oh, okay. So that's actually
so it's a comic thing. All right.
Okay.
Didn't know. Anyways, so that's basically how Steppenwolf gets into Earth. He goes in through Themyscira.
like Born to Be Bad, Steppenwolf. Like 5 dudes with their instruments on
all the Amazons
are just flying through. Like, hey!
All those hardened Amazons warriors immediately just throw down the weapons and be like, "Fuck this beach party, magic carpet ride."
And it turns into beach blanket bingo until Batman shows up.
Oh god. All right. So that's basically how he ends up on Earth. And then, for the most part, what you've seen in the first trailer is still there because it's more just Steppenwolf that they added in here. They kind of added some narrative of the Flash. Basically, have never been in a fight ever. That's like literally his line. He's like, all I ever do is just push people. How are you all ready to go kick people's ass?
That is true. If you watch The Flash, yeah, that's pretty much. what he does.
So everyone, basically everyone's thinking, all right, so he's fought no one ever. So he's
Makes
basically
sense.
very green. Yeah.
You
So
move that fast.
Yeah, you don't really have to. I mean, just like.
Oh, there is more color in this trailer, FYI. It's actually brighter colors.
Oh, wow!
There is more humor.
Who would have color in a comic book movie? I mean, everything has to be green and brown like Call of Duty.
Yeah, so Jason's going to talk about this. I think he really wanted to join for this specific reason. He thinks Joss Whedon's going to change this. I actually think it's not Joss Whedon. I actually think it's Jeffrey Johns. I think that's the guy, right? That's his name? No.
DC guy?
Yeah.
Is it?
Guy. The one who's running the universe now.
Yeah, Jeff Johns, I think.
Jeff Johns.
He's been a big DC guy for years now.
I don't know. It seems more like, because he seems like he's changing things more in control. At least more recently. That's what I remember. Because I thought Zack Snyder was the one that was the overall architect for the DC Universe movies.
Okay.
And then Jeff Johns, I think, is now fully in control. I don't know. But anyways, what this trailer seemed to me was they saw Wonder Woman. They realized a lighter, more interesting, go figure, it's a fucking comic book movie. A lighter, more interesting tone would actually attract people. And that's what this trailer seemed to have done. It added more humor. Aquaman still looks awesome. Cyborg still looks terrible. Hopefully they can fix that CGI. I mean, he did have an interesting scene, but I don't know if it's true to Cyborg, where he interfaced with a computer and then he just basically talked like a robot to the butler. I can't even think of his name right now. Alfred.
He talked like a robot out of his butt. That's
actually that's a more accurate way of stating it, because it really just seemed awful and awkward. He's like, I'm in control now, Alfred. And Alfred's like, who the fuck are you?
I hope that is just because he's being robotish.
Yeah, it's not his actual stiffness.
And that's not the range of performance.
But is Cyborg supposed to be that robotic? I didn't think he was mostly a robot, but whatever.
I've only known Cyborg from the comics primarily because I didn't watch the Teen Titans.
Oh, Teen Titans series. I don't know if that's a good accurate, but he's completely different than that one.
But it's a lot more fun.
I just remember him from like the Titans books and things like that. And from what I remember, he still is a guy. He doesn't like go into I am robot. Hello, Batman. I don't know. I've never been 100% on board with this whole, hey, Cyborg should be a big player in our DC universe.
Well, they did Rebirth, right? And
it's been that way for a couple of
years. Yeah.
I don't know why they bumped him up into such high prestige, because I'm just like, it's a robot dude. He's a cool robot dude, but like they're a dime a dozen in all comic book universes. So it's like,
wait, how many half-man, half-robots can we name right now?
Let's see. Cyborg, Deathlock, Cyborg, Superman.
What else we got? Come on now,
a shit ton. All of Mark Silvestri and Rob Liefeld's characters from Image.
Oh yeah, okay.
Cable, he's half robotic.
Yeah. Can we put in Exo Manowar? It is a suit, but still.
Exo Manowar I would consider to be mixture. Let's see.
Oh, I know why they made him so big, because of Iron Man.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we got a kind of robot-y guy with a suit.
That's Batman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well.
But he was already big.
Yeah.
It's a 2-for-1 deal. We got the rich guy and the robot guy, but they're two separate people. Boom.
But they both could be rich. And maybe robots.
Cyborg just doesn't have to be a hero and finagle a couple of people's bank accounts, and then boom, he's a billionaire.
Yeah. And then he gets Suicide Squad too.
Yeah. I know.
That's the inverse bake heist.
The more I thought of it, the more I wanted Mel Gibson to actually direct that. It turns into like We Were Soldiers with like with like the Justice League bad guys.
Or it turns into the Passion of the Christ, where they all just start speaking. They all just start speaking in Aramaic for some reason. And Superman gets, or no, not Superman, it's Suicide Squad.
Oh.
Captain Boomerang gets the shit whipped out of him throughout an hour of the movie for no reason.
I know he deserves it.
And then they get napalm. The end.
And then they get napalmed. Yeah.
If they get napalm, that would also get rid of, was that Metropolis where they were doing all that?
Whatever city they're in,
Yeah.
get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, alien invasions come in, it's blah, and
nothing happens.
yeah, Batman
like,
gets angry. That's all that happens.
Tangent City, really quick. Like, I found it hilarious that there was so much emphasis on destruction in Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, and that was like one of the main things about Suicide Squad. But then when the Enchantress has her big cloud thing engulf like pretty much all of the Eastern Seaboard, no one gives a shit.
Yep.
Ooh, is it a hole in the sky again?
It was a hole in the sky.
Oh, god damn it!
I'm
It's
guessing
either that or giant robot men.
I'm guessing Hole in the Sky plays pretty big into Justice League too.
Yeah, probably.
I'm just throwing that out there. I foresee a hole in the sky at some point. Was there a hole in the sky, Phil?
There was no hole in the sky. It was more like oh, good lord, why am I forgetting the villain from the first Guardians of the Galaxy with the hammer?
Oh,
Ronan.
That
Ronan.
guy.
Yeah, it was more like Ronan because you didn't really get to see much of Steppenwolf. You just kind of see like pieces of him, which is weird. I would figure they would just show him in the trailer, but and then
Sorry. I'm thinking of my Joan Lee thing from a couple of weeks ago. Sorry. You said
But-
pieces.
But is it John Kay and Steppenwolf or just Steppenwolf?
Dan, are you having fun making music jokes over there?
Yes, I am, because I know what you're talking about, but it's much more amusing my way.
I've got two
You realize
different-
I'm just speaking the name because I have no idea the comic number. I'm actually more familiar with your side, the musician.
I've got two
The
different
band.
jokes running through my head right now. The Steppenwolf thing and pieces of him are everywhere. like Joan Lee. Poor Joan Lee.
That ties back to the Passion of the Christ thing. So you could have had Mel Gibson in there, just chucking bombs.
I think Justice League will be amazing if this is any indication.
No,
Oh,
but it's not, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a giant flaming turd.
and there was very specific lines that were said that you have no Kryptonian and you have no lanterns.
Oh,
Really?
so which means there's definitely going to be a Green Lantern in there at some point.
Yeah, and Superman's coming back from the dead, which we all knew anyway.
Yeah, that's basically the end of the trailer. They basically see that or a Green Lantern has an impressive entrance, but we'll see.
Impressive.
You see Alfred working on a car, drinking some scotch, which this actually seems like a cool kind of Alfred I'd like to hang out with.
Sounds like classic Alfred.
And so he's just sitting there. Next thing you know, it's just funny because the guy, the guy who reviews trailers, Jeremy Johns.
Jeremy
Yeah.
Johns.
Narrow it down, Willie.
Yes,
Yeah. Us?
well, I was going to say Jeff Johns. I'm like, no, his last name is Johns, but it's
Wait a
spelled
minute,
differently.
he's reviewing his own trailer. That's not cool.
Jeremy
actually be
Johns,
awesome.
yeah. I know.
So Jeremy Johns reviewed the trailer, and basically at this point, because you see he's on the car, his drink shakes, and then he brings up a T-Rex. He's like, and this is where the T-Rex comes in.
Oh,
He's
like
oh no, not really.
like it's
Oh my
focused
God.
on the glass of scotch,
Yes,
and
it is. Like you see the glass of scotch, but you see like his head, and he's there working on the car, and you see it shake, and then you hear a noise.
That'd be great if it was a T-Rex.
Yes.
There's a T-Rex in the Batcave somewhere. Maybe that's what happens.
Yeah, there is.
It needs to be an intelligent T-Rex because at this moment,
Well, it's a robot T-Rex, so maybe
oh, there you
artificial
go.
intelligence.
That's possible. There we go. It works because Alfred talks to it.
So,
He's like, I'm glad to see you can join us. Batman was hoping.
so because of the speculation now, am I to presume that at one point Ben Affleck Batman's going to be riding a robotic T-Rex into battle?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, you can hope.
This sounds great.
But
I have no problem with this now. I'm going to be very disappointed when that doesn't happen.
I think we just made a better movie than what they're going to bring out, and it didn't take that long. I mean, you got Steppenwolf, and I mean, it's like a Judas Priest movie. You got a mechanical T-Rex. It's like an album cover. Like, yeah, you got Batman.
So Jeremy Johns was saying that it's somebody talking.
Yeah, it's somebody. So, yeah, Alfred's basically talking. He's like, "I'm glad to see you could join us." Batman was expecting you, which to me, if that's like Jason's theory is that's Superman, and to me, I'm like, okay, but then why wouldn't they? I don't know. I guess just for the sake of the trailer, they're gonna make it more cryptic because
you just leave him in the damn box. Like, I don't like that guy. We'll just leave him there for a while.
It'll be like
weird.
It'll be like Lex Luthor or something like that. It's gonna be a letdown.
Yeah.
It'll be like, hey, he told me he'd be coming.
Ooh.
Great, gods and monsters and devils come from the ground, not from the sky. Devils come from the sky, not from the ground.
When you said that, when you said it was Lex Luthor, I was thinking like 80s cartoon
or Gene Hackman.
oh yeah, but in the cool ass mechanical suit, and then you had to go and like kill that with.
Well, if they go
Lex Luthor.
If they go Lex in the suit, that's who's gonna be in the suit.
Yeah.
They'll do the Iron Man shot, and it'll just be Jesse Eisenberg's spasmodic face, talking to Jarvis because why not?
Nice. Yeah. So
Jarvis.
to kind of go on top of this, I don't know if you all heard. Affleck wants to leave the DC universe.
Okay.
So yeah, he doesn't want to do
blame
Batman.
him.
Yeah.
So, well, the theory though, apparently the next Flash movie is going to be Flashpoint. Yep, they're going to reboot.
All right.
That's my suspicion. They're going to basically probably what I'm guessing is they're either going to go and if he does make the Batman, is they're going to kill him there and bring up Nightwing, or they're going to basically kind of say that. In Flashpoint, it's the inverse of it. The Flashpoint already happened, even though that doesn't make any sense with the Flash we're seeing.
Wait,
and Bruce Wayne is actually Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, that means we're gonna get Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Batman.
Yes, that's
because he plays Thomas Wayne in Dawn of Justice, and we're gonna get Lauren, what's her name, as
the Joker,
as Martha Joker, which makes sense because Thomas bashed her husband's head in with a baseball bat last year. Walking Dead. I know that much. so that makes sense now.
Ah, God.
So
I think that he wants to leave because he'll walk down the street and everybody yells Martha at him and it makes him cry.
I think he has other issues at this point. I didn't know this. He has a lot of personal life issues. That's why I think he wants to leave. He got divorced at the beginning of the year. He entered rehab about 2 months ago.
Let's see, but that's all because of Batman v Superman. Well, he comes home and his wife's like, "You made a shitty movie. I'm out."
Last I heard,
and he just starts drinking.
She was Elektra, sir.
Yeah, but
but they were in Daredevil together, so it balances out.
He reached the negative.
I mean, you forgot he was in Geely too, right? So
yeah,
Geely's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, but not for any intended reason.
Oh no, but that's a treasure on its own weird merits. Well, last I heard, it's Apes dude who's directing, right? The Batman.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Apes dude.
And last I heard, they dropped his script. They dropped Affleck's script though, right?
Yeah, they did rewrites.
So he's just like, fuck this, man. I mean, I don't blame the guy if he's got more important stuff to take care of.
Yeah.
In his script, it's just like Batman walking down the street murking everybody. They're like, maybe not.
I mean, it opens as either, like you said, either Jeffrey Dean Morgan Flashpoint Batman or a Batman Beyond, maybe, because they've been talking about doing live action Beyond for a while.
Yeah, I would be cool with that, actually.
I think they're going to do something like that. That's what
you can reel in an older actor for that, then.
Because
it's not relying on Affleck because he's not 80, so you can God,
Anthony Hopkins as Batman.
Jesus. If you want a Bruce Wayne who's gonna phone it in, sure.
Oh.
Dude, I mean, here's the thing: you give him projects he'll be passionate about, sure, but like Transformers last night, holy shit!
True Transformers. Though. I mean,
even the
Thor as Odin.
Really?
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do anything, really.
Yeah.
Well, no, but
he went into the Odin sleep. Odin
he
sleep.
He says his lines rather majestically, and then he goes to bed. I mean, it's fine.
Like, if he was Bruce Wayne, he'd still go into Odin sleep for Batman Beyond.
Yeah, like, yes, go.
It's all up to you, Terry. I'm going into the Odin sleep. What does that mean? I'm tired. I don't know.
He goes into the Odin sleep on the bat chair.
Meanwhile, in the background, you see a host getting made and being dipped in that white substance.
and a giant mechanical T-Rex.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bernard, please show Mr. McGinnis out.
Oh my. Yeah. So, speaking of Anthony Hopkins, you all get nice segue here for Thor Ragnarok. That was actually like you all.
At all. Yeah.
I know. It was impressive.
Tony Stark made this in a cave.
When's he coming back? Make him old Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Just so I can hear him say,
Obadiah
Terry McGinnis, you're in a cave. A bat cave. With a bunch of scraps.
We need to get him, like, we need to get to like some kind of Comic-Con
where he's at
and make him say that in like the most congenial way possibly. Like,
dude, if what's his name from Nostalgia Critic can get Christopher Lloyd to say I was frozen today, we can get Jeff Bridges to say Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave.
Oh god. Oh man. So yeah, this trailer just got me more hyped. Just it kind of sets you up. I don't think either of you've seen this, right?
Thor, right?
The latest Thor trailer, yeah.
I saw the first trailer. I want to see.
So all you really see on this one is they give you more Hulk, they show you that Ruffalo is in it.
Well, like the thumbnail is like a shot of it's like Hulk, Thor, I think Loki's there, and someone else,
and Valkyrie.
Oh, okay. So it's like a lineup of heroes, I guess.
Yeah, so they're getting a group together.
I have a feeling they've done this already.
that's literally Thor's line in the trailer. He's like, we're getting a group together as he's talking to Hulk, who actually
we're assembling them. We're assembling them, if you will.
Yeah. I don't know if he actually said
assembly.
But so you actually, the part about this that makes me happy but makes me sad at the same time that Universal owns the damn rights to and in making a separate Hulk movie is they actually show Hulk being, going that next step of being able to talk and have conversations. And you actually see him in that form. So it's like, oh my God, Planet Hulk could have fucking worked. But oh well.
Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad.
Like, is it Ruffalo doing the voice, or is it like Lou Ferrigno? Because I know Lou Ferrigno provides roars for the Hulk in all these movies.
No, it's Ruffalo.
Oh, okay. But I mean, it's Ruffalo like pitched down several.
Yeah, I mean they might tweak it.
Okay.
Because I can't imagine Mark Ruffalo's out the Hulk, honestly. The way it is.
Hey guys, let's go. And he's like,
I just hear his monologue from Spotlight. They touched kids, Mike, coming out of the Hulk. The priesthood was doing this to kids.
Well, just like, octave that down for a while.
The priesthood was doing this to kids. Hulk is angry about the Catholic priests.
Oh, that's the end of Castlevania, damn it.
So he talks.
Yeah, he talks, they interact. You actually see kind of the buddy cop thing that they were talking about, right? They kind of set that up with both him in Hulk form and him as Mark Ruffalo. So it's going to be kind of interesting how they balance that. And then basically...
This summer, Mark Ruffalo is good cop and bad cop.
And Thor's his parole officer.
No, it's his wacky roommate who.
Yeah. Hey guys, jello shots.
Actually, the first movie Thor would do that, absolutely. But yeah, in this one, they kind of just give you a little bit more of that. They kind of imply it's more cosmic, which is kind of obvious because they put you on another planet. So they just show you more spaceships and all of that. I wouldn't really say it's too spoilery, other than you do actually kind of see the Hulk taking on, I don't know, something I'm guessing in the underworld of oh my lord, what the hell's the damn planet? Thor, the world, the
Thor world.
Yes,
Thor world.
Oh, Asgard.
Asgard.
No,
So
Asgard.
the underworld
It's in
of
the
Asgard.
underworld, then it's hell.
Okay.
Is it just
No,
hell?
with
Okay.
one L. H-E-L.
So he's fighting.
Okay.
Is it Malabolgia from Spawn?
Yeah.
It's a giant flame monster.
It's talk with Mark Ruffalo's voice too.
It is Malabolgia from Spawn.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, and I've heard the theory of like many people that keep saying that Hela is going to be basically the reason why Thanos is doing what he's doing. He's going to replace Death. She's going to replace Death.
That makes sense,
Oh.
actually, in a weird kind of way.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the only way to me it makes sense. I mean, because I can't them introducing, this is Death. See her skeleton.
This should be like a normal thing of our podcast. We have like one of us watch a trailer.
And try to describe it to others.
Yeah. You see, guys, it's this ball of fire, and then it turns into like you gotta make explain the a trailer for the Tree of Life or something.
Yeah, because my imagination is going all over the place. I know it's going to be let down if I do see this trailer.
No, I'm actually serious about this now.
No, I am too. Let's do that. I mean, I'm gonna try what Max has been doing for a while, which is that embargo on extra stuff I don't have to see. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm all for that.
I kind of do that normally just because,
I don't blame you there.
Like I still haven't seen Spider-Man yet. I was like, eh.
I mean, it's the thing is like, yeah, it's hard to do when you're online as kind of this.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a little challenging.
It shows up all the time, and yeah, Thor: The Ragnarok, the newest one, did show up in my feed. I'm just like, not gonna. I did my George Bush. Not gonna do it. Not gonna click on it.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, because there tends to be Marvel is okay at it. I won't say they're great at it. They're okay.
No.
But there are worse ones out there, like Universal, and they'll just give you everything away.
Because
they really want you to see The Mummy.
Yes, please come see The Mummy. Please.
Well, didn't they? Who did the last Terminator movie? Was that Universal?
No, that was it.
Or was that Warner Brothers?
That might have been Warner Brothers.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they're just as bad.
I don't know who has the rights. Yeah.
I still don't understand the plot of that movie after seeing it twice. So whatever.
So showing everything in the trailer.
Yeah, it
not
doesn't
so
really
much.
matter at that point because it didn't make any damn sense. It's like, we went back in time, but we didn't, and we're still here.
I mean, there's certain films where you're right. It really doesn't matter what they show because you got the gist of the thing. Like Kong Skull Island, I don't mind seeing those trailers because I'm like, let me guess, he beats shit up.
Yeah.
And people shoot at him. Like, I don't mind seeing trailers like that, but like something like where it was Spider-Man Homecoming, where I'm like, I know he's gonna fight a villain, but you just showed me a scene of him fighting the villain with his mask off, so I know at one point, dude's gonna figure out who he is. That's the way it was with the original Spider-Man stuff, where Green Goblin has the kids and Mary Jane on the bridge. It's like, well, I wonder what the finale's gonna be.
Yeah, that's true.
But like, yeah, Stranger Things, they're gonna show you like nostalgia and weird stuff, and that's fine by me because it doesn't explain what it is. But I was just afraid like stuff like Thor and Justice League would be like, and we're just gonna show you the post-credit scene in the trailer.
That's
And
fine, whatever.
what the hell? Doomsday's back. Let's just show Doomsday.
Yeah. Hey guys, it's gonna be Thanos again. So here you go.
In the Justice League movie.
Yeah. Whatever.
They might want to time that right for bringing in the villain that they're leading up to in Justice League, because otherwise people are going to be very confused. Like, why are there two purple people? Why is Thanos in the Justice League movie?
Well,
because they've never like made that confusing before in any of their things.
Pushing up my nerd detail glasses. Darkseid is technically gray with a blue uniform.
I owned the little Darkseid figure when I was a kid, and he was definitely purple.
Well, if we're going on the merits of an action figure.
And also his hand didn't fit in the cool little jet thing where you could fly away with the bad guys.
That's awesome.
Thought I'd throw that in there.
He could do that?
Well, no, because it had a little thing, where you put their hands in and they'd be caught and you take them to jail. But
okay. Oh, I thought you meant like
big, they wouldn't fit.
I went a completely different direction. Like that's one of his powers in the comics.
No.
That's awesome. We know that.
Remote control, everyone.
He's like Mary Poppins.
Exactly like Mary Poppins.
Oh god, that'd be awesome. Oh yeah. So
the giant gray Mary Poppins.
Yeah, I would say the Thor trailer is not too spoilery. I have a feeling the next one will be, so definitely avoid any more after this if you're trying to.
Yeah.
Because at this point, like, they've given you enough that it's fascinating and interesting, but you're not really sure where the climax is. I mean, if you've seen the Jason also says that they should have just released this, but people smuggled out the Infinity War trailer that they showed.
Oh god.
Oh, there was an Infinity War.
Yep, there was. I watched it. I watched the horrible version of it. It was whatever.
Oh, is it like it's like
yep.
cam?
Oh
like
yeah,
people's heads in the way. And
every few hours they keep taking them offline, but Disney can't keep up.
Now I'm gonna throw out 3 guesses here. Thanos is in it.
Oh, okay, good.
Stuff blows up a lot.
Yeah.
And third one, is there powerful emotional music?
I would say so. It was hard to tell because the audio quality wasn't great.
I've got this down. It's like I saw it for myself.
It starts with N.
It's like I saw it for myself.
Yeah. And so the reason why, I'm not going to go into it for people that care, but at the very beginning, something specific happens that you're like, oh, that's probably why they didn't release it to the general audience yet. So,
I mean, I don't care, but you can.
Thor ends up in space.
Is it Red Band? Oh.
What's that?
Thor is just floating around in space and gets hit by the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, so that thing I knew was going to happen anyway.
Yeah. Yay.
Okay. Yeah, I totally thought they were going to kill off one of their cash cows in Thor.
I didn't think they were going to kill him, but I didn't actually think it was going to end up like that. So that tells me that this movie ends very, very differently than almost all the other Marvel movies have, which is why I think that they wanted to probably keep that under wraps. But if they're going to do that, they shouldn't have released the trailer at all.
Well, they didn't release the trailer. They just showed it at the.
They showed it at Comic-Con. That's releasing the trailer today.
You got to people got to keep on suckling at those teats, man. You can't afford to let any of them drop off.
Yeah.
I just personified Marvel as something with several teats.
That's
actually Disney, and Marvel is one of the teats.
But it works. You see, like in the Thor universe, Marvel is Outhumbla, the giant cow with many teeth that feeds the giants.
I'm sensing a problem with Disney, honestly. Like, I mean, it's great that they acquired all these properties because, everything consolidated is working well with regards to the actual product, but with regards to marketing, and with regards to creativity, between this and all the hoopla about the Han Solo film.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's going really corporate.
Yeah, for Star Wars, I'm a little bit more concerned for the spin-off films because the idea is that they were going to be different. As far as the regular Marvel films, like Feige was Feige. He was in control either way, and he fired Edgar Wright for that reason before it was Disney even, I think. I don't know if it had switched over to Disney completely at that point.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a thing. Now I'm just getting spoiled on comic book movies that have an edge to them. I'm just like, why can't Marvel Studios have a little bit more of an edge? Like,
yeah, I don't know. That'll be interesting to see.
Because Marvel Studios is the the super kid friendly thing.
Yeah, I mean that's why too. And that's the Disney. Well, yeah. Spider-Man's not wholly Marvel Studios. That's joint owned. But like, But I mean, they're not going to make a super gritty Spider-Man. I think probably like, Maguire and Spider-Man 2 was like the iffiest one. We'll see if they go with that hard R Venom movie because that will kind of sort of be a joint venture. It's not fully under Marvel's thing. It's gonna be in that universe, but not. I still don't understand the logic of that.
But I mean, you're not gonna have like the actual guys you want to see in that kind of thing. I mean, Venom's cool, but
I mean, I could see Tom Hardy.
Like, you could have Venom and Carnage.
I could see Tom Hardy being Eddie Brock, if that's who they're going with.
That is still the rumor. I haven't heard if that was final or not.
And besides, just don't do what you did before and cover him up as much as possible with the face. Don't always pull back to show that kid from that 70s show.
Yeah.
That annoyed me. I'm okay with this Venom design, but you never show it.
Yeah.
That was my big thing with the film.
Wow.
Well, I have a lot of big things about the film, but
I mean one thing.
Being kind right now, Mike. We appreciate it.
There's apparently Tangent City again, but there's apparently an editor's cut of Spider-Man 3 that solves some stuff.
It can't solve everything though.
Oh no, the dancing's still in there.
Oh.
Yeah, it has to be.
It gives you a little bit more of Dark Peter, like actual Dark Peter, and not like goofy Dark Peter. Like you actually see a little bit more of him being menacing.
I don't know how much Dark Peter I really like.
It gives Sandman a little bit more of a character arc. Like it's not just like, oh, I'm doing this for my daughter, but fuck this, I'm gonna kill Spider-Man. Like it actually rounds out that.
He was still the best part of the film.
Yeah, he was, but it gives him a little bit more thing with his daughter, where his characterization's a little bit better, I guess. And it gets rid of that stupid ass butler. Who's like, Harry, you're a good guy.
Need to get rid of Topher Grace too, but I know that's not possible.
A lot's riding on that, unfortunately. Yeah.
I don't think it was all him as much as it was the
Venom was
the Venom thing.
Yeah, Venom was just squeezed in there. Sam Raimi didn't want him.
Oh well, yeah, but I still don't like Topher Grace in that movie. Period.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
he's too whiny for my taste, but that's just my personal taste. I mean, I guess Eddie Brock is supposed to be a whiny guy.
No. It's not. Eddie Brock's supposed to be this bitter, bulky dude who feels
bitter, bulky dude.
Bitter, bulky dude.
Bitter, bulky dude.
And
like your alliteration.
I saw this meme going around where they're like Tom Hardy for Venom, Jim Carrey for Carnage. I'm like, no, not Jim Carrey for Carnage, please.
That sounds awful.
You need a good psychopath for Carnage.
I told you I want Jackie Earle Haley. I want Rorschach for Carnage.
That would work. I mean, you would have to but I thought Carnage was also kind of a big guy, because I can't remember.
He's a pipsqueak.
Oh, he is a small guy.
Well, I mean, he's not
a serial killer. I know that.
He's not as bulky as Venom. We're getting into semantics here about fictional characters, people. But
it's okay. That's what we're here for.
He's not as bulky as Venom, but the thing is his strength is amplified by his crazy. So his symbiote is way more violent and vicious than Venom's is.
Okay. So, okay, cool. Okay, then that would work then. Yeah, because I knew he was a psychopath, and that Jackie Earle Haley can do that very well.
Have you seen not Friday the 13th? Nightmare on Elm Street.
I think he's fine. I think he's
fine in that. You just didn't like that choice of the way the movie went.
No. Yeah. He was cool. It just, you know. Yeah. I just I couldn't.
It's like what you were saying about Topher Grace. It's like the movie was all wrong, but he actually would have made for a decent Freddy Krueger in the right Freddy Krueger vehicle.
Fair enough. All right.
Like, yeah.
All right. And then the other big thing that they kind of dropped was a little bit of information about Captain Marvel, the Skrulls, the aliens from the Marvel Universe. Not Skrulls, like as in the Dead Sea Scrolls, but the Skrull aliens.
Skrull. Oh.
SKRU. Yeah, it's. I've heard. Yeah, it's like Skrull. That's Skrulls, isn't it? No, there'll be LES.
Yes.
Yeah. Or ULES. Yeah, Skrulls.
So Feige said Skrull. I figured I was good going with that.
Okay, all right.
There'll be an enemy then.
Skrulls.
Yes,
I'm guessing.
they will be an enemy in Captain Marvel. So my guess is maybe that's what they're going to try and do when Thanos has the big battles. Maybe bring in that sort of the invasion. I don't know where the hell they go after fucking
send in the
Thanos.
Skrulls.
Is Captain Marvel's not showing up in Infinity War? Is she?
They didn't say.
Okay.
And they won't say. Like it is.
Well, Captain Marvel's taking place or is being released after Infinity War, so
yes, the way
they've been doing it, because Spider-Man honestly fucked up the whole timeline.
Oh yes, seriously, because of the years that they did.
The years. So, because the way these Marvel movies are sometimes released is like when we started off, you had Iron Man, then you had a couple of years or you had a couple of months in the timeline, then Iron Man 2.
Yep.
And while that's going on, you had Incredible Hulk going on, even though Incredible Hulk
after
came
Iron
out first.
Yeah.
And while that's going on, you have Thor and Captain America taking place, so roughly around the same time.
But Captain America really only takes what, 10, like maybe a month in present time.
Captain America is taking place over a 70-year.
Yeah, it's like. Well, so Captain Marvel, and this is a good one for you. Guess when this is going to take place?
All right.
It's a decade.
It's a throwback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 70s, 80s?
Nope.
90s.
What? I have no idea how the hell they're going to do that.
So she's going to be wearing
scrolls. Yeah,
she's gonna be wearing like a wallet chain and flannel.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome.
There you go.
Oh god. Yeah, I have no idea.
She's going to be a grunge.
Yeah, so he said he wanted to do that, which I guess because that's what I was wondering, like how is Captain, which makes me think that Captain Marvel at this point, right, is going to show up in Infinity War if this is supposedly taking place in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
She can go watch Spawn.
Yeah. There we go. She can be fighting Malabolgia wherever.
Yeah. With his lips just flap while he talks.
So that maybe like something happens and she becomes time displaced or whatever. Maybe
that's possible too. Yeah, God knows. Like when I heard that, I'm like, they're gonna have that. They're getting difficult.
But the thing is with the Skrulls is that their whole power is that they
shape-shifting.
They're shapeshifters and they infiltrate like planets and governments and take over important positions to like conquer. I think.
Yes, it is. That's basically what they do. Is they shapeshift. That's so funny that I know more. But
so that could imply. I don't know if you're saying it's thrown back to the 90s. That could imply that maybe some characters we've known throughout all of MCU could be Skrulls this whole time. I kind of like that.
Yep.
I mean, hopefully.
That's where I think they're gonna go once Thanos goes away. That's what I suspect. If they don't already pop that bubble like immediately afterwards.
See,
Aunt May's been a Skrull the whole time.
and
she really is an 80-year-old woman, but they decided to replace her with Marissa Tomei.
And then Flashpoint happens. And then Batman Beyond comes in. And
so Ben Affleck's been a Skrull the whole time, which makes getting rid of him all the more easier because the real Bruce Wayne, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
We're just jumping all over the
not,
place here.
You're not getting the scope of the shared universe. And then the aliens come in and like Ripley's like screaming.
I was about to say, and then David comes in with the engineers and releases the black goo.
And then Pinhead shows up and he's like, time to play. And
then Optimus Prime's there. It's saying something about the Allspark because that's fucking important.
Look at my weird ass sword.
And you all just made Ready Player One the movie.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh, Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave. Segway, go. We're almost out of here, Phil. We're almost out of here.
No, I'm just saying, like, literally,
that.
that's the trailer for Ready Player One. Is you just get like the Iron Giant, you see Freddy Krueger, you see.
Yeah, I saw the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, is that the Iron Giant?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
The only thing Spielberg wouldn't include, because I guess the book includes a lot of references to his movies, is his own movies. Because he's like, that feels too self-serving for me to do as a director and creator. So I'm not doing that.
So Liam Neeson doesn't show up as Oscar Schindler, is what you're saying.
Oh.
Yes.
Nuts.
No, Oscar Schindler.
Save me from Columbus, Ohio, Oscar Schindler.
Except that would be in the digital universe, and that would be weird. Somebody's like, I'm going to be Oscar Schindler.
He's the only one in black and white.
If I only have some more money, I could have saved the Iron Giant.
This is a person. This is a person. This is a giant robot who says rock.
This is a unicorn. These are the Ghostbusters.
So you're saying like no E.T. or anything like that?
Correct. No E.T.
Jaws.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what else was.
AI.
Yeah, no.
BFG.
Yeah, that's too new.
So memorable.
Doesn't say. I would guess maybe no Minority Report, but I don't know really why it would be referenced.
I highly doubt it. I didn't get that far in the book, so
because Tom Cruise needs a royalty check.
Yeah. I didn't want to make the Mummy movie. It just happened. I just started running. They started filming.
I mean, that in and of itself is a pop culture like thing. You're saying it's just Tom Cruise running. Just have him running throughout the background everywhere.
Yeah, they have what looks like a Tron bike in it.
Ooh,
of course.
Guys, just we could monetize the Tom Cruise runner. It's just it's an endless running game with Tom Cruise. You have a mummy behind him, and then
coming soon to all your mobile platforms.
Oh, Jesus. I don't
Max
think that
Tito can talk to him at the finish line.
So this Ready Player One is basically like gamer.
Yeah, so basically the
Centric.
trailer starts off, it's a dystopian future in 2045 in Columbus, Ohio, where this guy lives in the stacks, which basically looks like a stack of trailer parks stacked on top of each other.
Oh, okay. So basically that is I'm trying to think of an Ohio area. Oh, so basically that's Powell. Oh no. I'm just
Youngstown.
Joking. Youngstown. Yeah.
That is Youngstown.
That is Youngstown. Meth Lab Central.
But so yeah, and he talks about being part of the Lost Million, which made no sense. Like they give you no context for any of this. And then he's like, so we don't really have anywhere to go or anything to do, so we go in this world. And then that's the rest of the trailer of seeing cool shit in a cool world. Like they put on this VR outfit and they do all this interesting stuff. You get an avatar, which makes sense. I mean, why would you want to be yourself in a digital world?
Oh, like not the blue one.
No, not like the blue avatar. No, like what the word means.
You get an avatar and then
well, no, because it's like you're saying it's a mishmash of cultures.
Oh, it is.
So
But
like,
the book was written
Avatar's in here.
The early 2000s, before Avatar.
Okay.
Like literally, the guy who wrote the movie basically said, like, probably without Avatar, we wouldn't have the technology to make the movie that we made.
Yeah.
So, and that's really what you see. And then at one point, you see people in a room that all just suddenly put on goggles, get into like a chair, and then start racing. I don't know why. You just see that, and then you see like a monster truck just come in and like smash half of them.
They like run the chair around. Is that what you mean?
You don't see that. They immediately just jump to the digital world. I mean, the more interesting part of it, you spend most of your time in the trailer in the digital world.
This sounds like Gamer Death Race 2000.
Yeah. Oh,
Basically.
speaking of which, I forget who made it now, but there's a newer Death Race movie that like just came out like 6 months ago. It's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, I heard about it.
It's
is it Corman? Is it Corman
it's produced by Corman? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll have to check it out there.
So yeah, sorry. Anyway.
No worries. I mean, if anyone's listening or watching this and they can tell me why I should be interested, please leave us a comment, because
I mean,
the trailer just looks cool, but that's it.
I can tell you why Jason Furie, editor-in-chief over at Never Ending Radical Dude, is excited, is because it stars the kid who plays Cyclops in the new X-Men movies. That's why he's excited. And apparently I saw the image, and it's like he puts on the VR headset, right? Yeah. And so it makes him look like Cyclops. So that's why Jason Furie's excited.
Nice.
You might just want to watch the trailer over and over again, because I don't know how much you're going to see of the guy with as much as they seem to be spending in the digital world with the trailer. So
I kind of want it to be cool, but I think it's going to turn into Sucker Punch again.
I mean,
Sucker Punch was a visual, fun, interesting thing.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Very uneven story. But visually interesting if you just took it like that would have been better off as like 15-minute shorts. If you just take those action sequences, pull those out separately, and it's a more interesting segment.
Make it like the Animatrix and
yeah.
I honestly just want to watch the Iron Giant now.
Hey,
there you go.
Just seeing that thumbnail, I was immediately like, yeah, I haven't seen the Iron Giant in a long time. Like I want to watch.
Yeah, exactly. And then, just to ruin your all's days, Fox is going to make a Doctor Doom movie.
Fox is going to make a Doctor Doom movie.
Of course, they still own the rights. They have to make something with Fantastic Four, right?
With what's his name from Fan Four Stick?
No, they're going to use a new character, a new actor. But that's it. That's all we know is that they're going to do a Doctor Doom central movie.
I love that that's its name now, like Fan Four Stick. It's just.
I'm not going to doom and gloom it because. I don't know if you make
it's Fox. They don't. I mean, it needs to be a low budget movie, and then it has a chance. I'll agree with you.
Is it bad? I mean, this might just be a bad Fantastic Four fanboy in me, but I can honestly see that doing better without Fantastic Four attached to it. Like honestly, like
Doctor Doom's more interesting.
If you do like along the lines of we were going back to like say Hannibal, like do Hannibal Rising good with Doctor Doom. Like show him work his way up to being this mad dictator who's got his own sense of honor and nobility. I can see that.
Yeah, I mean
it's not going to happen.
Interesting. It's not going to happen. It needs to be very low budget for that to happen.
It's not
very low budget. Like he lives in a cardboard box, is like painted gray.
Get the dude who played Doctor Doom in Roger Corman's Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Because the dude is gung-ho about that being a wide release, and it's like, just give him the part. He obviously likes that character, so it'll be interesting, but it's not going to be done right.
No, I agree. So that's it as far as that. Other than as far as video game news, apparently the rumor is that Nintendo's going to make a Nintendo 64 Classic next year.
Because the SNES Classic is already sold out.
Oh, Jesus. I did see the Genesis compact thing on sale somewhere for like $59.99. I'm just like, nah.
No.
Those are actually pretty cool, though, because at least the ones licensed by Sega, you can put carts into.
Oh, that's nice.
But
that's at least better.
I still got my Classics 360 disc with all the stuff on there. So it's just like, I don't know what the point is.
But you don't have like Shadowrun or.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's the only good part about the SNES Classic, which is why they should actually make that for many years and make a shit ton of money off of it, because those games are rare and almost impossible for the average person to play. So I don't know, whatever. But that's their choice. Nintendo 64 Classic will be a flop if they go that way, because no one is going to want to go back. Really? They're going to have to update the control scheme. They're going to have to fix the horrible polygons. Have you gone back to some of those?
A lot of my friends still have an N64.
Yeah,
I remember.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I hated it.
Now we need Max here to yell at you about 64.
But I don't know. I just never liked it. And then the control scheme, like what controller are they going to release? The same one that they did release?
Yeah, it's got to be the old classic kind.
That's gonna. It's only gonna sell to people like that played it, man. At that point, people are gonna pick it up.
It's only gonna sell to every friggin' 30-year-old that had one of those.
I mean, I could see it, especially if they build in stuff like GoldenEye and stuff. But
they're never gonna get the rights to that.
They're not gonna get the rights to the cool games like that. I
mean,
you'll get Mario
Classics.
64.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
get Mario 64.
Mario Kart.
Whoa. Hold on now.
Star Foxes.
You got Mario 64. You got Star Fox. You got Mario Kart. You got F-Zero. You've got Mario Party. You've got Pokemon Snap. People love Pokemon Snap. What are you talking about?
I love how sincere you got on that one. You got Pokemon Snap.
Yeah,
fun game.
Pokemon Snap.
Only if they throw in Superman 64.
What else you got in that? Yeah. There you go. Fly through some rings. Now pick up the car. Now fly through more rings. Oh, you lost. Do it all over again.
Oh my god.
Puzzles that make no sense.
No, the same puzzle that still makes no sense.
I can't actually punch anyone, so I'm just going to collide with them.
Yes. I mean, it's honestly as good as the 360 and PS2 Aquaman game.
I didn't even know there was an Aquaman game.
Yeah, go find that piece of shit. It's kind of hilarious. you just kind of like float for a while, and then you get in a fight, and you're like, and then the guy falls over, and then you float for a while.
Can you text command fish? Go right.
Maybe.
Or assign fish to do stuff with the D-pad.
No. Yeah.
Killer whale is up on the D-pad.
It's like Rainbow Six with like Aquaman. like get the terrorists, and like a freaking shark comes jumping through the building.
Octopus, cover me on the left.
All the houses are on stilts.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you're just gonna get a couple of those Nintendo licenses. But everyone, like 64, yeah. As far as I know, a lot of people still have working 64s. Like,
I don't know. I never really liked it. I didn't feel like. I mean, it wasn't as bad as going back to like PlayStation 1 era games, where they tried to do that and the pixelation and the awkwardness in that.
Well, didn't they just release a bunch of the Bandicoot games as a?
Oh, they completely redid them though. They remastered.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
They're in full HD now.
Oh.
So I mean, and they fixed the broken issues. They fixed the way the camera works. They fixed all the things that you're used to now playing modern games. Mm-hmm. And that's what I mean by like a lot of people would feel awkward, and especially the 64, because there was no dual analog stick. It was a single analog stick, which you use the other guy to look around, which is why like I got used to it to play GoldenEye. But most people today like just get frustrated with it and just be like, what the fuck?
And that trigger placement too is weird. Well, because you get the bumpers and the trigger.
Yeah.
Right?
It was a bad controller to begin with, but
yeah, I totally agree. But I also know that those things sold like hotcakes at every game store I've worked at. So
yeah, they'll sell.
and don't you dare come down on the PS1 again, there, Phil.
Oh my God! Okay,
you're gonna have some words.
What was the one? See, I was never really a PlayStation person. What was the one PS1 game? Star Wars Masters of. It was a fighting game for Star Wars.
Star Wars Masters of Terrascasi.
Yes. God, that was a
awful.
Terrible game.
It's like I never heard of this. That makes sense.
It put me off of PlayStation controls because I'm like, this controlling sucks.
No, that shouldn't have put you off of PlayStation controls. That whole game just sucked.
Oh my!
I mean, I think I still have a copy of it somewhere, but it's awful. It's so funny though, because it's supposed to be a fighting game, but it is like the slowest, most laggy fighting game, like that had a big budget that you will ever play. Like when you play as anybody with a blaster, it's like you input the command and they're like,
I'm supposed to be firing.
Yeah. Why am I not firing? and then like Luke comes over and kicks you in the head for some reason, and you're like, what the hell?
I mean, the rate things are going. Let me know when the Dreamcast Classic is coming out, because I need me some Power Stone. That's what I.
Oh yeah. Actually, they did make a PSP release of that.
Yeah.
Well, what you do is you get a PSP Slim, and then you get the AV line that goes to your TV, and then you get the Power Stone game. See, and you can play it on the TV again.
Need some Power Stone and some House of the Dead typing.
Oh yeah, God,
Typing?
I actually had that for a while.
On a console.
Yeah.
Well, no, I played it on PC.
Yeah.
That made sense.
Yeah. They had the
Do it for
Dreamcast
for
keyboard.
Dreamcast Classic. Yeah, and then you got to just do it manually with your D-pad.
Yeah. Oh God.
You'll be dead in 5 seconds.
Yeah, really.
Seriously.
Dude, I was dead in 5 seconds when I had the keyboard. What are you talking about? Like, that's not how you spell fish.
Or what was that? Dreamcast Classic version of Seaman.
I was gonna say you would get Crazy Taxi for sure.
Crazy Taxi, yeah. Mm.
Which has the actual voices because they changed them for the PS2 release.
Got a new fare.
Yeah, we gonna have some fun.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh my.
yeah, because if you get the PS2 version, the dude just says, "We gonna have some fun." Like, no, that's not how that works.
That's your Uber driver.
Yeah.
Crazy Uber. We're gonna have some fun.
Yeah.
It's a flat fare. It's a flat fare to LaGuardia. I don't care.
Oh my. All right, that's all I got. I didn't really have any comic news. I know there was quite a bit, but I didn't really get any.
No, Max is the comic dude, so.
Yeah. And Max isn't here, so.
All right. You all got anything else you want to bring up or?
I think we've thoroughly tapped the well.
Yeah, I'm spent. We're good.
Yeah.
All right.
This is me smoking my cigarette, being like,
Thank you all for joining us, and we'll catch you next week.